Thanks for joining me today. We're going to talk about Mute City. Some of you may not be too familiar with the term Mute City. We're not talking about the Nintendo game. If you've ever played F-Zero, you know exactly what I'm talking about. As we're looking into Mute City, you can see it's very futuristic, which is kind of what like the Nintendo game is like. You are racing around, upside down, up and every way through the city in the game. But wait, what if Mute City was real? What if such a place really existed? What if this city had maglev? What if this city had water slides that go up? Futuristic skyline. But wait, why would such a big city be called Mute City? Wouldn't it be noisy? Why would they give the name Mute City to a futuristic city? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. And I'm not going to tell you which city it is, but I will tell you such a place does exist, believe it or not. Now, there's a reason why this futuristic city now can be called Mute City. What if all the venues, amazing venues, suddenly, slowly just disappeared? The long-running venues just suddenly went mute. Inferno was a really awesome rock venue, really big inside, pool table, big bar, plenty of seats. This place would get packed with amazing shows. I can't say enough about it. Had so many fun times here. It was one of the best places to go in Mute City, right in the middle. This is the kind of place you'd want to go and have a good time in a modern city. It was awesome. Unfortunately, they closed their doors and went mute. So the big place, Inferno, will never be enjoyed again. Let's talk about another place I used to like to go to. Not such a big place, but they had 2 rooms. They had a lot of good music venues. That's Harley's Underground. And it was literally underground in the B1 level. A long-running venue, been there forever. They were one of the few people doing the free New Year's Eve party. All different kinds of music, alternative, DJs, rock, I mean everything. They had so many shows. Great music venue. Always lively, always people talking, chatting, great place to go. Unfortunately, they closed their doors and they went mute about the same time as Inferno and the next place that we're going to talk about. Sasha's an amazing bar surrounded by modern buildings in the heart of the city center. Built in 1921, this house used to hold the richest man in the world. Believe it or not, President Roosevelt has been here for a dinner and a lot of other political figures. The outdoor place was bustling with people chatting. Zapata's next door, also amazing. They shared the same outdoor space, always people chatting, an oasis in a modern city. So, let's take a look at what it was like before this place closed, before the music and the talking went mute.
Michael Jackson!
such a big futuristic city, why did the three biggest, most interesting, most creative venues go mute? Is there some kind of reason this is happening? And not only in this city, which, by the way, if you haven't guessed it by now, you can put your guess in the comment section. But this is something happening in many modern cities. I've noticed a pattern of the really big, the really amazing, the very social, and also the very good venues are closing. Don't worry, no one's coming. It looked dangerous, but it wasn't. So, is it the money? These places just don't have the money to survive? The pattern I've noticed is more and more smaller venues popping up that can only take maybe 50 to 100 people, and the prices are much higher. And overall, the experience is just not as good, not as fun. I've noticed this trend happening in multiple modern futuristic cities around the world, not just in one country. So, is that the metaphor about Mute City? The futuristic modern cities, the music venues go mute. Well, the big music venues go mute because they just can't survive. They don't have the money to have a big venue in a big modern futuristic city.